AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Eyes on the prize, baby, Bubba. Prize picks. Run your game.
Baby Bubba.
Oh boy, we almost home, man. We've been driving the whip for a minute now. We almost home, man. On the road to Thibs ending. What do you guys make of this? Was it a big deal? Is it normal, as Richard Jefferson put it? Josh Hart and Tom Thibodeau going at it. Rick Brunson had to get in between. My little brother Shammy had to get in the building in between them. Is that normal behavior? Is this compiling the next game after Mikal Bridges calls out the coach? The third game with PJ Tucker, motherfucker. We back in the building. Ever since PJ Tucker got here, it's been spicy, old boy.
That doesn't happen. Remember, this is not a championship game. This is not a big playoff game. Yes, this is something huge. They don't like
this doesn't happen.
No. I didn't mean it like that. Slow down, brother. I'm saying this doesn't happen. They don't like each other. The team don't like Thibs. I don't care what nobody says, and I believe Thibs don't like them neither. Simple and plain. Thibs is watching these niggas on the court. And Flea, you correct. You can't hold their hand. Some of the mistakes they make on the court, some of these guys like Hart, Cat, Bridges, these guys been in the league long enough for them to still make the mistakes they make as far as turnovers and just low IQ basketball plays. I'm pretty sure Thibs is over them as well. But I think this is something huge. First, you got Bridges. Then you got Thibs responding to Bridges. Now you got Thibs and Hart in a huddle, literally cursing each other out to where, like I said, Hart walked off, but guys had to get in between. Yeah, I think this is huge. The Knicks organization is going to downplay it because you don't. Once again, it's very rare you have a DeMarcus Cousins or Kenyon Martin or Melo, certain players that's going to be honest and say, no, I don't like that motherfucker. So, of course, Hart and them guys is going to play it off as if everything is cool. But I said it maybe a couple months ago, Thibs lost the locker room. And I don't know if it's his fault. But in this situation, they're always going to blame the coach. I don't like Thibs' coaching style, but y'all always say it. Maybe he doesn't have his guys. I'm going to be honest. Watching some of the games we lose, a lot of the games we lose, okay, Cat can be solved, but our undisciplined, like Flea said, it was so many shots we rushed tonight, that it was just like, what are we doing? And then, like I said, the missed assignments on defense night after night after night. Okay, I grant it. If Curry and Jimmy Butler cook us, cool. But you can't have all these other guys have good games. So I think this is something huge. I've been saying it all season, and I really believe Tom Thibodeau has to go. I don't like him as a head coach. I don't think he's a good head coach. I don't think the players respond to him. And like I said, for him to be a defensive-minded head coach, and we probably the worst defensive teams in the NBA. We watch our Knicks night in and night out. We can't stop nobody. We just watched Draymond Green beat Cat on a layup. Like Fabian said, Draymond Green beat you on a layup. So for me, I think this is something huge. But the whole NBA world is going to try to downplay like it's nothing. But I've been saying it all season. Tom Thibodeau has lost the locker room. He doesn't want to coach these guys no more because it's not fun. It's stressful. It's annoying. In every game, we got to play our butts off to be competitive and stay in the game, let alone win the game. We got to be competitive to stay in the game, and we can still lose like a game like tonight with Bridges, OG, and Cat and Deuce having real good games. So for me, I think tonight, along with Bridges, proved that what I've been saying all season is correct. Tom Thibodeau is not the guy for this job anymore, and he has to go.
It's funny because on one hand, OG tells us we're the most entertaining basketball team to watch in the NBA. We're the most fun team to watch in the NBA. And on the other hand, Thibs is tired of coaching us. This is not fun for him. right? So we got to pick one at some point. That's number one. Number two, okay, go and get. You got to pick one. Either we really fun to watch, or we not having fun coaching.
A fan watching the game because it's drama, it's fun to watch, it's exciting. The games go down to the wire overtime. To me, that's totally different from you being a coach and coaching and watching all the mistakes and the low basketball IQ of your guys and the lapse of defense. I think that's different than as a fan. I'm saying me watching it is beautiful. I love it because it's good basketball compared to watching 140 to 110, just nothing but threes, no defense, no drama. Compared to a coach, I don't think that shit is fun for Thibs, but it's fun for me to watch because it's good basketball, because it's competitive.
Either this is good basketball or it's not. Either y'all want Thibs or y'all don't. We got to figure out what we want at some point. We got to be clear, concise, and go forward with what we want. Can't flip-flop no more. We too good of a team. We got too much talent. We on the precipice of being a championship ball club. We got to pick one, y'all. Pick one. Pick one and stand on it. Boy, I can't wait till we fire Thibs so I can see the fucking dumpster fire we are as a team going forward. I can't wait. I can't wait. Because we're going to be a fucking dumpster fire once we fire him and think we got the answers to move forward. Boy, I can't wait. I can't wait to see how this shakes out, because the answer to our issues currently is just walking him out the door. Nothing else on court. We ain't never going to hold the players accountable for how they play, for how they execute, body language, all that type of stuff. We ain't going to never do that. We going to always boil it down to Thibs ain't the guy for the job. I cannot wait till we fire this motherfucker. Cannot wait. So we could see who we really are. Get him out the door, get a new voice in here, and let's see what our roster really is. What type of tough guys we got. What type of real solid NBA players we got. I want to see. Because that's the answer right now. Getting you our answer. Our prayers are almost answered. Ball. Right, Fabian? Our prayers are almost answered. Let me see this happen. I can't wait. You niggas got all the answers. Let's see.
Hold on, Fabian. So let me ask you a question. So do you honestly think, this is what, Thibs' fifth year? Fifth season coaching the Knicks?
Yeah, 2020.
So if there's an opportunity to get a better coach, do you not think we should do that?
Who's the better coach?
No, I'm not. I'm asking you. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Let's get him. This is always going to be a personnel thing for me. We could bring anybody in here. It's about the guys on the basketball court. At some point, coaching is not gonna say yay or nay. It's gonna be about what the guys do. It is. Y'all, we could be on opposite ends every day. I'm gonna stand on that. Y'all can hold Thibs accountable because that's easy. These guys on the basketball court are not doing what they're supposed to be doing on a night in, night out basis. They're not.
But hold on. But we watched Thibs in Chicago be average. Let's be honest. He got the one conference finals. We watch him go to Minnesota with a prime cat, Jimmy Butler, Wiggins, be average, got to a first round. And then now he's with our Knicks, and we're watching him be average again. So I'm like I said, all right, cool. We keep Thibs, I have no problem, but I'm just trying to figure out, where has Thibs shown that he's a good coach to where he shouldn't even be thought about being replaced? That's all I'm saying. It's like, okay, if we're not going to trade Cat or Brunson, or like you say, if we ain't going to get that major upgrade and we keep going down the same rabbit hole, what has Thibs done to where he shouldn't be questioned at all or think about being replaced?
Nothing, Clee?
Oh, I thought it was on. For me, I think the door that he walked into was a bad organization. A team that hasn't seen the playoffs in years, a team that had no culture, a team that didn't know how to figure out how to win. There was none of that here before he walked through the door. So what has he shown to be a good head coach? He's shown that he can change that to what we are right now, which is a perennial playoff team trying to figure out how to get over that hump to the next step, which is vying for a championship. So, because on the other end, how could he have shown he's a bad head coach? We don't make the playoffs. We're a bad team. We're in the lottery every year. There's no cohesion. Nobody wants to play here. That could have been how we show he's a bad head coach. But I think he's done. If he's maxed out, he's maxed out. I'm cool with that. But there ain't no plan going forward. And it's just easy to kick the head coach out. You can't, they always say it's easier to fire the coach than it is to trade the player. Absolutely. But then this becomes a merry-go-round when we don't have leadership. We need leadership, right? To be a good team, to win championships, we need some type of leadership. Where's it going to come from? If it ain't coming from Cat, if it ain't coming from Brunson, we're going to get rid of the coach. So where's it going to come from?
See, but what I don't like is that we're pitting it because we got to replace Thibs with some imaginary coach. If I say Jeff Van Gundy, you're really laughing at that. Like, he's not on that bench trying to learn the modern day game and prove they could get back into the game. Rick Pitino just won with St. John. These are all like, I don't even know how to say the guy's name from the assistant coach for Oklahoma City. But if I throw that out there, you're going to laugh at that too? Like, that shit ain't funny. The Toronto coach came from over there, right? We just talked about this the other day. So to me, it can't just be we throw these options out there and I don't know what I'm talking about, because I attempt to make that list. So if I'm doing that, they should be doing that, because there's no way you're going to tell me I wasn't saying this after we beat the 76ers last year. That's my problem with all this. I've been saying Thibs already maximized whatever he got, how you put it. Bro, what is he going to do? What else can he show? And tonight, I didn't even blame him. I don't know what he could have done tonight. That shit to me didn't make no sense to me. That was all on the players. To your point, that's on them to beat Golden State. They were undisciplined. Now, if you want to blame him for certain plays, where I was going to ask you how Cat screened Green off of him, went to the weak side, and they didn't get the ball to him, and they switched to Looney. Like, plays like that, I'm not sure if you could blame the coach for that. That made no sense, because you getting the ball on the strong side. All right, where's Cat at? He's the guy. He's the number one option. How are we on the other side of the court? I can't blame Thibs for that. He didn't call for that play to go to the other side of the court. So tonight, I didn't mention Thibs. I only did that because of that play with him and Josh Hart. But there's no way overall, if now Bridges is coming out, the writing is on the wall. I didn't make this up. The plays are coming out starting. We never seen Josh Hart do that. We ain't see him do that. He always held down Tom Thibodeau. That shit is new. This ain't no hyperbole. I wish it was. I wish Thibs would coach the way we think he could coach, or how smart that everybody talks that speaks to his name to be. But he's not that. It was talking about in game. He's making these decisions. We've seen him in the most stressed out moments. It's not his game. He doesn't know how to rotate the players. We've been talked about. I could ad nauseum. I could talk about it. How he didn't play pressure till game 4, whatever in Philadelphia. You play Mitchell Robinson 30 minutes in the first game against the 76ers, then you play him 20 minutes the next game. How is that? How is he prepared to do 30 minutes the first game, but 20 in the next game when Isaiah Hartenstein can't guard Embiid? And I'm reading this from my couch. No way you a defensive guru and don't know that. That's disappointing. That, to me, was alarm ringing. No way Phil Jackson wouldn't have done that. These great dudes, they wouldn't have done that. Pat Riley wouldn't have done that. Spoelstra would not have done that. Ty Lue wouldn't have done that. That doesn't make sense to me. So if you can't do it in the first round against the 76ers with a guy on one leg, he's a legend, but he got one leg. You can't figure that out, Mr. Guru? And you got Mitchell Robinson, Achua, OG, all these guys? You can't figure that out? Yeah, I'm pissed off. I've been pissed off. When he got the extension, I was pissed off. So anytime I get a chance to put my foot in his ass, I'm going to do it, Flea. You kidding me? He got to go. And we got to make a list of this shit. Like, I gave you some names. I'm telling you, the assistant, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Flea. I swear to God. I don't want to be disrespectful, but it's the assistant coach for OKC. He's been around there for a minute. And to know they're going to get, come on. If you're sitting there on the bench with these young guys, look at the way OKC coaches. They lead the league in deflections, passes, tip, all kind of shit throughout the last 2-3 seasons. Give me that guy. He going to tell Leon Rose, nah, you don't want them. They can't get in the way of the paint. See the guys that Toronto want? That's what they do. They deflect passes. That's what you want in this era. It's a pace and space era. What you doing with Josh Hart? Get him on the bench. Those guys are nice. You could draft the underdogs. No, but you need these guys to be pros. You want to win a chip, don't you? This is the next level. I seen it. So to AllBall's point, man, when was the last time Thibs was on a championship run? If we're keeping it real, that was 17 years ago. game been past you. So when we talk about the replacement, it's like, bro, I'm dead serious about Jeff Van Gundy. There's no way they're not exploring that. I guarantee you they are. You might, Jeff Van Gundy, Chauncey Billups might be funny. Like you said, he's unproven the other day. But the assistant coaches, these guys, assistant coaches getting off the bench and getting head coaching jobs, they got to be looking at them. I don't think it's that difficult, Flea.
I don't think we are good enough. I don't want to give it to OG so he can go ahead, but I just wanted to remind us real quick. There were teams in the past that were good enough to get to a point and they bring in the level coach that brings them over the top. These teams were on a certain level. They were not the Knicks. That Golden State team that was right on the cusp of championship level was a better team than this Knicks team. That Toronto team that got rid of Dwayne Casey and brought Nick Nurse in was a better team, not to mention bringing in a Kawhi Leonard, right? These things that happen, which we think we can do, which I'm all for if it works out like that. But the way we are structured, we are not that type of team. So how we building the foundation right now, right? Get into a second round, all of that. I hope that we have the same level of patience for the next guy to come in, because that next guy that comes in is not going to just take us to the championship. We are not that type of team.
No, yes, I disagree with that. I disagree with that. Okay. I totally disagree with that because
we are not that team, Fabian.
I know, but I understand that. Good. No, all right, that might be true. That might be a fact. But if you're making a decision like that and you're saying we got Tom Thibodeau the last 5 years, the same way it's the same thing with Mark Jackson and them. And I'm not saying that we are Mark Jackson going to Golden State. I'm not talking about that Toronto team. I'm talking about Darko right now in Toronto. He came off from Memphis or OKC, whatever it is. I'm talking about if you get rid of that coach right now, whatever, you already made the cat decision thinking you're going to be a championship team. You cannot pick a coach thinking he's not coaching for a championship, Flea, because I don't agree with AllBall that he's not a good coach. He is a good coach. So you have to believe that the next guy is great. And if he's great, that means we're thinking conference championship, second round minimum. So you have to think, Flea, you telling me you're going for your next coach and you're not thinking about championship? AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.